To many, social media is not the first thing that is thought of when a loved one passes away, but what to do with their Facebook page when they are gone is something that should be taken into consideration. Leaving the now deceased person's page active is not always a bad thing, but like anything else, problems follow. Sometimes the bereaved family members find that it is just a constant morbid reminder of what once was and decide to take it down. But on the flip side of that, some families enjoy seeing what memories others had with their loved one. Ultimately, Facebook communication after death can be both beneficial and challenging for the bereaved. What to do after one passes away is not something that most want to think about, but it has to be done. According to Terry Johnson, you can tell us in advance whether you'd like to have your account memorialized or permanently deleted from Facebook. What this means is that while setting up a Facebook account, one is available to choose whether or not they want a memorialized account. Verified immediate family members may request the removal of a loved one's account from Facebook. Memorialized accounts are a place for friends and family to gather and share memories after a person has passed away. Memorialized accounts have some of these key features. The word remembering will be shown next to the person's name on their profile. Depending on the privacy settings of their account, friends can share memories on the memorialized timeline. Content the person shared, example photos, posts, etc., stays on Facebook and is visible to the audience it was shared with. Memorialized profiles don't appear in public spaces such as suggestions for people you may know, ads, or birthday reminders. One can log into memorialized account. Memorialized accounts that don't have a legacy contact and can't be changed. A legacy contact is someone you choose to look after your account if it's memorialized. Once your account is memorialized, your legacy contact will have the option to do 3 different things. They can write a pinned post for your profile. Example would be to share a final message on your behalf or provide information about a memorial service. Respond to new friend requests and update your profile picture and cover photo. You also have the option to allow your legacy contact to download a copy of what you've shared on Facebook. Pages with a sole admin whose account was memorialized will be removed from Facebook if we receive a valid request. All in all, memorialized accounts are a very beneficial way that the deceased can plan for the unfortunate event of their passing. On the opposite end of the spectrum, some people do not handle death very well. They latch on to memories and seem to not let go. According to Lanuti and Strawman, for example, continued bonds with the deceased are only adaptive if the bereaved individual recognizes that bonds are internal, not actual, and different from when the deceased was alive. The inability to differentiate the changed relationship, the past from the present, and living from the dead may be a maladaptive continued bond expression and could promote complicated grief. This potential risk could be exacerbated through social media use and accessibility to remnants of the deceased person's life. Lesser controlled open sites may produce unintended memorials that could comfort but also overwhelm loved ones as they are not created for the sole purpose of memorialization by the bereaved. There are also risks to participating in grief-specific social media sites. Advice may vary in helpfulness, excess could compound losses, and grievers could become dependent on the sites with no guarantee for support. All of this means that the bereaved family members are becoming codependent on these social media sites rather than dealing with their problems in a helpful, healthy, and meaningful way. These people are losing contact with other members of their own family because they cannot live with the fact that once they log off of Facebook, they will no longer be in a world with their deceased family member. Johnson says grief-related social media sites can also promote isolation from face-to-face interaction and act as barriers to seeking other forms of support, meaning that rather than relying on others to help them, they are using old posts and photos to try and relieve the stress of losing someone that they were once so close to. Overall, websites not designed and planned out by the bereaved family can be a dangerous and morbid thing that they may have to go through.